Hello, you are watching News Mongolia. I'm your host, Jugdur Rambold. And for our top stories, regular cabinet meeting outcomes. Mongolia signed a memorandum of cooperation with the Inner Mongolian autonomous region of the People's Republic of China. The winners of the World Skills Mongolia-2023 competition will participate in the World Skills competition. For the news, stay tuned. During this week's regular cabinet meeting, Prime Minister Ayungurtin Losnamsre issued directives to enhance anti-corruption initiatives within the capital city. He also reaffirmed the government's commitment to providing comprehensive support for anti-corruption efforts within the capital.
The Prime Minister of Mongolia has assigned specific tasks to government members, as well as ministries and agencies, in alignment with a comprehensive plan aimed at addressing various challenges within the capital. The plan includes the following key objectives: strengthening anti-corruption operations in the capital, involving a thorough inspection, clarifying and reinforcing the legal framework governing the capital, undertaking structural reforms to improve urban governance, updating standards related to the quality of life for residents in the capital, and addressing issues related to unplanned land allocation and urban development. In pursuit of these objectives, the Prime Minister announced the appointment of the Minister of Justice and Internal Affairs, Nimbatar Hishke, to the role of Governor of the capital city and Mayor of Ulaanbaatar. Chief Cabinet Secretary Amarbaisalan Tashzevik, who also serves as the Minister of Mongolia and Chairman of the Government of Mongolia, highlighted the government's dedication to addressing the capital's challenges. This commitment reflects a collective effort to create a more transparent, accountable, and prosperous urban environment for all residents.
Secretary of the Party Committee, Chairman of the People's Representative Assembly of the Inner Mongolian Autonomous Region of People's Republic of China, Sung Chao-cheng, visited Mongolia to pay an official visit on the invitation of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia, Batsitsek.
The State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Akhbayar, and Deputy Chairman of the People's Government of the People's Republic of China, Yan Jin, signed the memorandum regarding permanent consultative cooperation between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia and the Government of the People's Republic of China. Specifically, as part of the Belt and Road Initiative, a number of documents were signed, including one on student exchange for Mongolian students to study in Inner Mongolia of the PRC, the joint annual humanitarian aid project agreement between Mongolian Red Cross Society and the Red Cross Society of Inner Mongolia, and a cooperation document between Mongolian National Broadcaster and Inner Mongolian Radio and Television Network. During his visit, Sun Chao-cheng will make a courtesy call to the Prime Minister of Mongolia, Ayungurtin, and meet with the head of the Office of President of Mongolia, Sotbatar, and other members of the government. Also during the visit, a trade and investment conference between Mongolia and China was organized.
The labor market globally, as well as in various countries, has been facing a shortage of professionally skilled workers. In response to that, vocational education institutions and polytechnic colleges organize skills competitions to enhance students' abilities and cultivate a stronger interest in their chosen professions. The domestic second stage competition takes place at the Institute of Engineering and Technology.
The World Skills Mongolia-2023 competition spans 8 professions: carpentry, masonry, plumbing, cooking, electric welding, lathe operator, and graphic design. This yearly event aims to elevate the standing of vocational and technical education, bolster the skills and qualifications of students, and bring their proficiency up to international standards. Participants highlighted the competition's intensity. Students selected from the preliminary round dedicate their entire summer to rigorous preparation.
In the initial round, we contended with dishes like beef steak, finger food, and pies. Those who secured the top 5 positions moved on to the next stage. Here in the second round, we are facing off with chicken Kiev, a main course pastries, and olive salad. The first round witnessed a large turnout of students, including many newcomers. However, in the second round, a more selective group of highly prepared students emerged, showcasing a remarkable level of dedication and preparation, especially over the summer.
This competition adheres to the regulation of the World Skills Competition. The top performers in this event will earn the opportunity to compete in next year's World Skills Competition in Paris. There is a total of 78 vocational training institutions in Mongolia, with approximately 40,000 students enrolled. Following a selection process last spring, the top 138 students advanced to the first round. Currently, 41 students across 8 professional categories are participating in the second round. Ultimately, 2 students from each discipline will be chosen to undergo preparation for the World Skills Competition. Notably, 4 students from our Institute of Engineering and Technology successfully advanced to the final stage in 4 professional fields. While we wholeheartedly support the students from our institution, we earnestly wish for the selection of individuals with the capability to represent Mongolia on the global stage. What made this competition unique was that in the past, we used to provide the tasks to be completed a month in advance, with 30% of the tasks being changed just 7 days before the competition. However, this time, the tasks were revealed only the day before the competition began. This closely aligns with how the World Skills Competition operates. The dynamic shift in the competition format, with tasks revealed on the day of the event, mirror the rigorous standards of the World Skills Competition. This innovation fosters the heightened sense of challenge and showcases the adaptability of participants. It's a testament to the dedication and readiness of Mongolia's skilled workforce to excel on the global stage.
Please take a look at currency exchange rates provided by the central bank. Now here comes foreign news partnered with international news agencies. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said Wednesday the UK has led the world in providing military support to Ukraine as he addressed his own Conservative Party annual conference in Manchester.
In his first and possibly last speech as leader to the party's annual conference before an election due in 2024, Sunak said he's not afraid to make tough choices and big decisions that will deliver long-term success rather than short-term advantage.
I'm proud to say we've also led the world in providing support to Ukraine. We were the first country to send Western battle tanks to Kyiv. Now more than 10 others have followed. We were the first country to send long-range weapons to Kyiv. Now France and the United States have followed. We were the first country to agree to train Ukrainian pilots. Now more than a dozen others have followed. I say this to our allies. If we give President Zelensky the tools, the Ukrainians will finish the job. Slava Ukraini!
But one of his big decisions has divided the party and threatens to derail his agenda, scrapping much of an ambitious but over-budgeted high-speed railway line that was planned to link London and Manchester. Sunak said he was cancelling the rest of the embattled HS2 project because its costs have doubled and the facts have changed. Some conservatives said the decision was a bad move and doing it at a conference in Manchester was disastrous. Andy Street, the Conservative mayor of the West Midlands region, called it an incredible political gaffe that would leave the party's opponents saying the Tories have come to Manchester to shaft the North. The embattled High-Speed 2 railway, once billed as Europe's largest infrastructure project, was meant to slash journey times and increase capacity between London, the central England city of Birmingham, and the northern cities of Manchester and Leeds, with 400 kilometers per hour, state-of-the-art trains. Depicted as a key part of the government's plans to level up the country by redistributing jobs and investment from the affluent south of England to the poorer north, its cost was estimated at £33 billion in 2011, but has soared to more than £100 billion, or $122 billion by some estimates. The Manchester-Leeds leg was lopped off by the Conservative government in 2021 after the coronavirus pandemic brought train travel to a halt. UK passenger numbers have recovered but are only about 80% of pre-pandemic levels. Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, a member of the opposition Labour Party, said the decision sends the message that we can't do big and difficult things anymore, and I don't think it reflects well on Britain. Like many Conservatives, Sunak invoked the spirit of former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, whose free market policies transformed Britain in the 1980s at a high cost to working-class communities. Sunak suggested he was Thatcher's political hire and not the 5 other Conservative Prime Ministers since. Sunak took office just under a year ago after his predecessor Liz Truss alarmed financial markets and roiled the economy with a plan for unfunded tax cuts. She lasted just 49 days in power. Before that, Sunak was Treasury Chief to Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who resigned amid multiple ethics scandals.
SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son on Wednesday said he believes artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence within a decade, urging Japanese companies to adopt it or be left behind. Sung, speaking at the corporate conference in Tokyo, said artificial general intelligence will surpass the total intelligence of mankind by 10 times in 10 years.
It will affect every industry from transportation and pharmaceuticals to finance, manufacturing, logistics, and others. And the companies and people that work with artificial intelligence will be the leaders in the next 10 to 20 years, Son said. Son, who founded SoftBank and is a leading figure in Japan's business world, has enjoyed both victories and defeats in his array of technology investments. He latched on to the potential of the internet decades ago and now is seeking to invest in AI-related companies.
It will affect every industry, including transportation, pharmaceuticals, finance, manufacturing, logistics, and all other industries. The companies and people who work with the AGI will be the leaders of mankind in the next 10 to 20 years.
At the Hiroshima summit in May, a group of 7 leaders agreed to promote reliable AI, and Japan's government is seeking to be part of an international rule-making to achieve reliable use of AI. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida at the Science Forum in Kyoto on Sunday said he acknowledges a big potential for generative AI and hopes it will contribute to an even more convenient society. But he also noted the need to address concerns of disinformation and risks to privacy and copyright. Son said Japan should not repeat its past mistake of falling behind in the internet age, warning against the reluctance of some companies due to fear of data leaks and other possible risks. SoftBank recently expanded on the Nasdaq listing of its chip subsidiary Arm Holding plc, which Son acquired in 2016. Son said the British unit will be key to AI development.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying tuned. We'll see you next time with more news and updates. Have a good day.